Hey everyone, I'm Shubi. I'm Paris's brother, and Paris has been here at Mac for almost 5 years. I've been living with Paris for the past 3 years or so, and have had a chance to see the ins and outs of his life, be part of him during the ups and downs, and it's been really amazing how Paris has really transformed during his time here at the Morgan Autism Center. Paris joined Mac about 5 years ago, and I think he had just finished his 10th grade roughly in high school, and he used to go to Fremont High. And the change that we've seen in him since then has been tremendous. For him, the school was something that he went to and there were some fun parts, but I don't think it was the number one thing that he looked forward to each day. And I think since joining the Morgan Autism Center, it definitely is. And we know it, he makes it known to everyone through his smile, his excitement, when we mention the name Morgan Autism Center at home, to when, he is going on his routine of his day-to-day. Since joining the Morgan Autism Center, he's become more social. It's a bit unique for us that he would want to sit down with others and try to have a conversation. But now it's something that is, ever present, and we expect it from him day to day. He tries to join us when watching TV. He tries to join us whenever we would have friends over to have dinner or lunch. And they also have had so much more interactions with him too, and I've gotten to know a few of the things that he likes to do, like playing games on his iPad, going out for bike rides, or going out for walks and hikes. And I think that transformational change is really hard to imagine, 5 years ago. There are new challenges with raising or growing up with a kid with autism in life. Paris went through part of his puberty time here at the Morgan Autism Center. He's grown up to the point where he looks much more like an adult than a kid. And with those kind of challenges are new expectations that people have of Paris when they see him out in the community, but also just at home. And Morgan Autism Center has been there to help him and help us when trying to face these new challenges, with new stories for Paris to learn about the appropriate behaviors or ways to tackle some new stimuli, or new coping mechanisms when he's feeling a bit agitated in unfamiliar environments. And those kind of things are things that would be so hard for us to do without having the community that Morgan Autism Center provides. We really tend to rely on being able to email his teachers whenever we have any questions, or whenever we're noticing Paris is having some new behaviors that we're unfamiliar with. And that kind of comfort that we have with them is really hard to build in a short period of time, but that's really what the Morgan Autism Center and the community around them have done for us. We're so glad that they exist, that they offer this for just not our family, but for others. And it's really hard to imagine a time without them there with us. At the beginning of 2020, as we all know, COVID hit, and it really hit Paris and our family pretty hard as well. Earlier in the year, Paris had lost his caregiver, and unfortunately, we didn't have a permanent replacement. That kind of change was a bit upsetting for him, but fortunately, he still had a constant of being able to go to school every day. Every morning, he'd get up, he'd try to go and grab his backpack to go hop onto the school bus, and we'd have to give him pause and say, hey, wait, we gotta shower first, we gotta eat some breakfast, then we'll go. He'd always be so excited to go to Mac every single day. And then later in March, as you might know, we had to go into shelter in place. And so Paris didn't get a chance to go on the school bus every day, didn't have a chance to see his teacher, his fellow classmates. And it was really hard on him to have not just one, but two changes in his life, and those that really uprooted his routine altogether. We were really thankful that Mac began starting distance learning though, because at least it was a chance for him to see some familiar faces in a time where he wasn't really seeing that many faces at all. Initially, with a couple of temporary caregivers, we were able to string up a routine for Paris to wake up in the morning, hop on his iPad, and log on to Zoom and participate in, the good morning meetings, the different social gatherings, social activities, and it was a chance for him to say some familiar names and see some familiar faces. We never expected Paris to, on his own, grab the iPad, click on some Google Calendar link and try to, talk to folks. It was something that we really enjoyed seeing that growth and development in him. The number one thing when we think about Paras's future is his happiness. Him being able to be happy, being independent. I think every day we think of a life where we might not be there to take care of him. And we know it's really important that he's independent during that time. We know that Morgan Autism Center is helping to cultivate those skills in him to remain happy, to remain as independent as he can be, and giving him a sense of daily accomplishment as well, so that he can be waking up each morning feeling like he has something to look forward to continue to feel that way. We're really thankful to the community at the Morgan Autism Center for continuing what's been a tough thing for really everyone. And we're really looking forward to the time that Paras can, come back to school face to face with everyone. It's really been a great time for Paras, and it was a big transition for him, but we know that with the help of the Morgan Autism Center community, it'll make things much easier for him and for us moving forward too.